Hello everyone, Loserkiller here, and today guys I'm gonna do a little special review, in fact, or well, special video, because I'm gonna do a little sum up about our project S-Mock. So I'm gonna show you all the 12 slicers we have made this summer with Shaddow, because of course this was a project we made, both of us made, in fact. So he made 6 slicers and I made the 6 other one. Slicer, of course, Strobot in the US. So I'm gonna use them by good guy, bad guy, and then the second wave. So, well, I'm gonna begin right now. So, first of all was Fire, which was made by Shaddow. So, it's one of his marks. So, of course, you can recognize he really put he really emphasized on the flamethrower, because it was really one of the important aspects of Fire. Plus, of course, the special frame of Fire with the head on this here, and not, for example, here like the other slicers. So really quite pretty original, original and pretty I don't know the name. But well, it follows pretty nicely the original slicer model, and also got nice legs. So I'm gonna put him like this, I think. Then you got Ice, which was made by me this time. So I take the major element of the original slicer set, like for example the long body, the fact that it's quite tall and quite slim. Also, of course, you got the shoulder pad, which was quite interesting to use. Of course, the ski, which are here, but of course you can put them on the feet, yes, on the feet, and also of course the ski stick, which was one of the important part of slicer. Plus, of course, is 3 color chann with blue, light blue, and white. Then you got City, also known as Turbo in the US, which was made by Shaddow this time. So it looked quite strange because it can transform. So I'm not gonna transform him again, but Shaddow made, in fact, that you can choose 2 mods. So if you want kind of a biped mode with 2-leg mode, so this one, or the car mode, so a vehicle mode with the 6 wheels. Also notice that it will use, of course, the wheels from the original slicer set. And also, again, a custom frame, a custom body frame, which worked quite nice. And it is pretty small, I have to say, in comparison to the other slicer. And then you have one of my mobs, the last one, not really the last good guy, because you're gonna see that later on, but Sub, which was made by me. So I took some aspect from the original slicer, for example, the harpoon launcher, the little hosepipe right here, some oxygen tank on the back, and also behind the legs, like here. So also the little propeller, which were on the original slicer set. So, well, here's Sub for you. Again, if you want more details about this guy, go watch their individual review. Oh, well, I'm gonna maybe put it here and put Sub on this way. And finally, the last good guy, which is in fact Millennium, which was made by Shaddow. So really one important mock of our slicer we make series, because this one can transform without removing any part. So this means that this guy can be canister size set on a motorcycle or a Titan mod. So kind of like the original slicer set, which was, of course, on the original slicer set, you were supposed to, you can build the 2 models at the same time. You can build the Titan mod and the motorcycle mod at the same time, but Shaddow made, in fact, kind of some transformable mod, which can transform from one mod to the other one without any big problem. The only problem, in fact, is that the design of the motorcycle is quite weak, and also the Titan mod sometimes doesn't really stand still easily, and it's quite hard to pose, or at least it takes time to pose incorrectly. So I'm not gonna transform him in the motorcycle mode. Here you can see, of course, the Titan mode, which begin to fall down. So I'm gonna put him on the background. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm gonna try, excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna just let him like that. So I'm now gonna push a little on the back the four. Well, oh, okay. The four good guys, and now show you the four bad guys, of course. So first of all, you got work, which was made by Shaddow. So only one of my files from him. So because it's all custom, in fact, the body frame, the legs, and the arms and stuff like that are all custom, and they all pretty well. Because the major problem with the custom frame or custom frames, for example, for the body or the legs or arms, is that sometimes it kind of fall off or not really, it's really weak or it can break easily, and not this one. It's a pretty strong model, a pretty strong build model, excuse me, and well, it's look pretty nice. And of course, it can again be a 2-leg mod or a 4-leg mod like the original slicer model. This time, of course, it's put in his 2-leg mod. Then you have one from me, which is Judge, because I met Judge before making Jungle, in fact, so it is. So I really wanted to use the aspect of the cape plus the wings. Okay, I think my claim is. It's kind of strange that it goes on the side. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe put him this way. Yeah. So yeah, we took the fact that the cape can transform into the original wings of the original slicer set, and well, it's the same frame, not same frame, but you got also some fin legs, stuff like that. So here's Judge. I'm gonna put this guy on the side. Okay. Now you got Energy, which was made by Shaddow. So he retook, of course, the original wings. He really make a great custom job on the arm, showing this arm. And well, the overall model is quite simple, but it's got some quite interesting parts. For example, these legs, which are really nice with the little shape, the curved shape, which is look pretty good and stuff like that. So, which looks pretty good, excuse me. So this one was made by Shaddow. And then you got the final bad guy from the first wave, which is Jungle, and which is the one I made. So already I took some elements like the backpack with the little antenna, for example, or the katana, which is a big one. This time, of course, this guy is really big and quite bulky. Not really what was I intended first, but it will use most of my original idea. For example, the kind of the skirt on the side, which is which is really well made. Or at least I really like the skirt. I really like the skirt, even if I'm not really a fan of the overall mock itself. I'm gonna put this guy on the side. Excuse me. What is that? Oh, okay. It's my little stick fast. Yes. Now I'm gonna show you. Excuse me. The 3 guys from the second wave, the original second wave. So first of all, you got Flare, which was made by Shaddow. One of his first slicer remake. In fact, it was the second one just after he remade Fire. So again, pretty nice. It got the wings from the original set. You got the wings. The wings were inspired from the original set. It's quite thin also, and the main problem is that the wings weight a ton, so it's quite a problem to pose the model. But overall, it's a pretty interesting remake. Here we go. Put him like that, and I have almost no space to show you the next one, which was made by me and which is Spark. Here it is. So I will take, of course, the original shield, which was really one of the best aspects of the set, and adding some big rocket launchers, so some rocket launcher on the back, stuff like that. I've already shown you on the individual review of this guy, and I'm gonna put him on the side, even if you can't really see him. And of course, it's to again wait a turn, so kind of like jungle, and it's quite hard to pose on some way. And finally, I'm gonna show you the last guy. Well, I'm gonna do something like that, which was at first it was supposed to be made just by me, but then Shaddow brought some help, and this mock was made by the two of us, and this is Blaster, of course. So, well, yeah, Blaster, so it reused most of the original slicer sets. So, for example, the color, the overall, all the colors are placed. For example, the yellow in the center, surrounded by some black parts. The disc here, the disc storage part, the shield, this big spear, stuff like that. And well, I'm gonna just say which part was made by who. So the main body frame and the legs without the feet plus the spear and the back part was made by me, and Shaddow made all the parts which were allow the model to be posable. So for example, all the little parts on the back which allows the shoulder parts, the shoulder articulation or the waist articulation to be more solid. He also made the feet, he made the shield and also the arms, and I think that's quite all. So it's really made we managed to build with the two of us managed to build together, and I'm really proud of this mock. And I think that's quite all. So well, that's quite all, and I'm just gonna do a little sum up so about my mocks and the mocks of Shaddow, excuse me. So well, Shaddow, so calling Shad. So by the way, yes, my mock first. So Ice is quite an well, I think it's one of my most well-made mock in this series, excuse me, because well, it doesn't have any big problem of articulation or stuff like that, and it stands still pretty well. But apart from that, it's not really that original. Then you have Sub, which is original and all pretty well. So I think that objectively, it's one of my most well-made mock. In fact, the Sub one, because it's original and it stands still. Then you got Spark, which is bulky but has some problem of articulation, and of course the body weight a ton, so the legs sometimes do not really follow the movement of the body frame. Judge was made 2 times, and I have to say that I'm not totally proud of this guy because he's got some problems of posability again and stuff like that. So I do not know why, but I think I could have done it better. But well, here it is. Then you got Jungle, which was really a nice, really some interesting idea for this guy, but overall it's really bulkier than I have imagined than I could imagine him, and finally also it's really quite hard to pose and stuff like that. So it's really it's a shame. I'm not really proud of this aspect of this mock, but I'm quite proud of the backpack or the skirt or some little element like that. But overall, it's not. It could have been better again. And I think that's all for my mock. Then you got the mocks made from Shaddow. The one I really like from him his work revamp, which is really for me really good because it's all custom and it's pretty strong build, so it doesn't really fall off, and you can do some interesting poses with this guy. So really one of my favorites, seriously. Also I really quite like Fire, which really got a nice design and all pretty well apart from some legs movement. You also got a city model. I'm not really proud with the vehicle mod, seriously. I'm not pretty proud, but I do not really like the vehicle mod he made, and also the arms look quite weird on the 2-leg mod. Then you got his well, energy model, which is quite nice, quite simple also, but it's all pretty well and got some interesting elements. So well, it's okay. We then got Millennium, which was really an interesting concept. Well, the concept was from me when we tried to get some to gather some ideas for the 3 months, and I said, well, why not making this guy transform in just without putting some any parts. So that was one of my, this was my idea, and then he really found it nice and really decided to make a great transformable mock. And even if the concept and well, she had really tried to make something cool, I actually still have some drawbacks. So for example, the motorcycle mod, which is not really that good looking, and also the fact the title mod quite fall off too often. But seriously, it was only an hard mod to pull off. So Shaddow really make a good job on this guy, even with some problem. It was his really first transformable mock, and he really did a great job on the Millennium mock. Seriously, even with a little problems on A. Then you got Flare, which is pretty nice, but has some problem of possibilities. So again, quite a shame for this guy. And finally, you got Blaster, which is really my favorite of this wave. Of all this series of mock, this is really my favorite because making a mock with Shadow, but really making a mock with him, I mean, really not just showing some ideas to help the other guy, but really, well, like make a mock together with him was really one of the things I wanted to make since 2008. And each year we cannot make we cannot make a mock together. In fact, we don't really have the time or stuff like that. And this time, we really pull off this mock, and it's all pretty well in a way. Unlike some of the mock which have some possibility problem, this guy all pretty well, and it's really all we well, seriously, it's all I could have imagined for a remake of a Slicer set, because it got tons of elements from the original Slicer set, from, for example, the weapons, the colors, the elements, like the disc storing and stuff like that. And it also has some original parts, like this part on the back, as you have seen, some arms, colors, elements, and stuff like that. And well, it's all you can imagine from a Slicer revamp, at least for me. And also, it was made with Shadow, so it's really a work we made, the two of us, and I'm really proud of Blaster. Seriously, that's my fav of all this wave. And well, that's all, guys. So hope you enjoyed this special video, even if I talk a little longer at the end. But well, hope you enjoy this wave, guys. Hope you enjoy this video. And if you have any comments on some mocks or the wave itself or stuff like that, feel free to ask us or the series itself. Feel free to ask me questions and I will answer them. So, well, that was our series, excuse me. So we're making all the 12 Slicer under the name Project S, and as you can see, we have quite succeeded into that. Even if some mocks are not perfect or stuff like that, I'm quite proud of the overall of this overall series. Overall, yes. More like that. So hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and well, see you later for another Bionicle video review. Bye bye.